Rockets fans. We're here for our second game of the tournament. We're at McKendree Ice Rink at the McKendree at Metroplex here in O'Fallon, Illinois. We were able to get the good side, a good rink here on the right as you walk in. So I'm up here perched up well. Kirkwood's #1 in the division. Although this is not a league game, this is going to count for something as they go against the Rockets, who are #2 in the division. McLaughlin's coming out for the face-off with Marburger and Gross. Follis and Gardner in on defense. Face-off controlled by the Rockets. Follis passes it up towards center. Marburger's right there. He sends it up the ice. Gross can't quite get it. It looks like they're gonna. Looks like Marburger might have got checked. I didn't see it. He's getting up off the ice. That's a good sign. Hopefully he's doing okay there. They are going to send Kirkwood to the penalty box. That's going to give the Rockets a power play for 2 minutes. Got 2-minute power plays here in this tournament. Salmons and Follis now in on defense with Gross, Hellwig, and Giorgio in on the offensive line. Face-off controlled by Hellwig, then it's lost right there. Rockets still keeping it in the zone. Now they lose it. Now Gross with the puck. He enters the zone. He tries to shoot it. Gets checked. Kirkwood definitely playing a more aggressive game so far. Salmons with a little back check there. Follis enters it. Now Giorgio stayed back and then gets the pass. Gross now to Hellwig. Centered, but intercepted. Great back check by Gross. Lifts the stick, sends the puck across the ice, but the Rockets go for partial line change. Parrish now in. He sends it in the corner towards Giorgio. Giorgio centers it to Jansen. Now Jansen centers it. Jansen went away from the puck, so it ended up had to recenter it, but nobody was there on the second attempt. Now Kirkwood's headed back the other way. Benoit steps up. Now the puck's through the neutral zone. Giorgio skates up. He centers it, but there's no Rockets there. 25 seconds left in the penalty. Wagner now from the point. Tries to send it in deep, but bounces off a skate and goes over towards Benoit. Oh, now Parrish has it. Back to Benoit. Benoit shoots it low. Jansen tried to deflect it. Now centered. Now Parrish back to Wagner. Wagner rips one. Rockets unable to get a tip on that. Now Kirkwood back at full strength. Jansen passes it up to Parrish. Now Parrish has 3 Kirkwood guys in front of him. And he loses the puck. Jansen's right there though and sends it back deep into the zone. Follow steps up. Oh, but can't get there in time. Now Kirkwood's heading the other way. They got two guys. But Gardner's able to push him outside. Now Kirkwood in the corner. Back to their point. Shot. And that's blocked and then held in front and covered by Mormon. Kai comes in with McLaughlin now on offense. Gardner follows on defense with Ryleman in on the other winger. Face-off 1 over to Kai. But Kirkwood's able to keep it inside the zone. They pass it across the ice. Gardner chases after it. Rockets able to clear the zone, but Kirkwood picks it up in the neutral zone. Now Kirkwood behind their own net. They send it up to the winger. He gets it into the neutral zone. He's heading back the other way. Two guys in front of him. Now Ryland picks it up off of a stick. Can't do anything with it, and Kirkwood has the puck again. Now Giorgio in behind the net. Can't get a hold of it, make anything happen. Kirkwood now heading back the other way. Puck centered and then goes up and over the head of Mormon and then bounces off the top of the net. Lucky one there for the Rockets. Now Hellwig. Oh, Kirkwood had a chance, and they do get another chance. They were going to do a wraparound, and then he held it and then pulled out in front of the slot and shot it hard. Mormon was tracking it the whole way and blocked it and covered. Giorgio, Gross, and Alexander in on... Oh, that's not Alexander. That'd be Hellwig again. Back to Sammons. He flips the puck up over. Kirkwood runs one through, tries to run through the goalie. Mormon defends himself there. Now Gross in the neutral zone. He's got Giorgio on the far side. Giorgio in the center now. He's looking to center it. Gross circles it around, didn't have anything to do with it, or didn't have any place to go with it. It's still Gross. Now he sends it to Giorgio behind the net, but no connection on the pass. Now Hellwig in the corner. Wagner steps up and pinches. Oh, gets cross-checked in the back, and that's going to be a penalty on Kirkwood. And that's going to blow the puck dead now that Kirkwood touched it again. You're going to get a roughing call. With 7:45 left in the first period, tied. The score's tied, as you can see. The Rockets get another power play attempt here. Wagner and Benoit on defense, with now Alexander, Parrish, and Jansen on offense. Kirkwood sends it all the way to the other side of the ice for an icing. Marburger looks to be sitting on the bench still. Parrish on the draw. Kirkwood comes away with it. Now Alexander tries to center it, but Kirkwood picks it up and are skating through the neutral zone. Benoit's in front of him. Benoit tries to send him outside, but Kirkwood's able to still get a shot off, blocked by Mormon. Kirkwood has someone right in front of the net. Now he's cleared down, it's gone. Rockets come away with the puck now. Parrish passes it over to Jansen. Jansen loses a skate or an edge or something and falls down. Now Parrish sends it over to Salmons. Salmons goes in. Tries to shoot one off the stick of Kirkwood. Now Parrish, can't quite collect it enough to get it. Salmon's now chasing after it. Alexander's playing defense. Ooh. And Rockets able to come away with, able to push him outside and play some defense there. Good job, Rockets. Now Follis is with Alexander. Alexander crosses the blue line, makes a move but loses the puck. Now Kirkwood up into the neutral zone. Salmon's across to Alexander. Alexander tries to make a pass, but Kirkwood's right there, and they're heading back the other way now. Salmon's in the corner with them. Now from Kirkwood, the point bounces off the skate of McLaughlin. Shot from the point goes wide left. Mormon having a hard time tracking that one. A bunch of people in front of him. Railman sends it into the neutral zone, but Kirkwood's there. Now Salmons, he sends it up and over for an icing and goes for a line change. .528 left in the first period here. Ryleman, Wagner, McLaughlin at center. From the point, deflected out in front, and puck was just sitting there. As it is again right now, they're trying to pound it in, and now they called the puck dead. There was about 3 different opportunities there. The puck was just laying there. Some words shared between Mormon and the Kirkwood player. Gets a little shove from our goalie. Mormon defending himself in the crease as he was trying to get the puck in front of him, or fall on the puck. Now from Kirkwood's point, Ryleman comes away with it. But can't quite get control of the puck, or he would have had a breakaway. And that's going to be almost an offsides on the Rockets. Now McLaughlin sends it back into the neutral zone. Rockets trying to get it out from underneath their feet, and they send it into the Kirkwood zone where Kirkwood's there to pick it up. Now Kai trying to get it deeper. And Wagner's there to send it across the ice, but it goes right to Kirkwood, who sends it into the neutral zone. He's got Gardner in front of him. Stick by Wagner keeps that shot from going anywhere. Now Kirkwood in the slot, shot, and goes wide left. Kirkwood's got someone in front of the net again on the right side, but Rockets come away with the puck. Kirkwood sends it deep into the zone. Wagner sends it around. Now Gross picks it up. He's got some real estate in front of him, but also had 3 Kirkwood players there to back check him. I'll sit back deep. Kirkwood's there. They center it. Goes right in front of the net and past a Kirkwood player and defender. Salmons. Now Salmons in the corner. Or behind the net, I mean. Another shot in the slot right in front. And it goes off in front. And they're going to call a penalty on Salmons for hooking, I think. Looks like hooking on Salmons. 3:32 left in the first period. It's going to give Kirkwood their first power play. Kirkwood's had some real good opportunities in front of the net. Let's hope the Rockets can shift this momentum around. Parrish on the face-off. He wins it. Rockets trying to get it out of the zone. Benoit's in the corner. Another shot by Kirkwood. Oh no. Mormon does a good job of saving it and then kicking it outside. Follis is able to get back to it, but Kirkwood has it back at the point. They send it to the other point. He steps way up and shoots it. Deflected out in front, then goes wide left. Another center pass by Kirkwood, but nobody there to capitalize on it. Kirkwood now sends it back to their point again, who sends it back in deep. Winger centers it now again right in front of the net. Shot deflected off of this glove of Mormon and right of the net. Now Kirkwood again keeps it in the zone. Skates around Jansen, now flips it over to their winger, who skates behind the net into the slot. No goal. Bounced off of the post and it looked like it went in, and then the Rockets clear it out. A minute left in the penalty. Another center pass, then Follis sends it all the way to the other side of the ice, as he should have, so the Rockets can get a much-needed break here. Icing on the Rockets. They change lines. 52 seconds left in the penalty kill. Giorgio Alexander and Wagner in on the play. Missing one guy, and Follis comes back in. He was just on the ice, so I'm not sure why we did that. .221 left in the period, 50 seconds left in the penalty kill now. Giorgio wins the face-off. Rockets shot it. Follis tries to get it out of the zone, but Kirkwood picks it up now at their point. They send it off the skate of Giorgio back into the neutral zone. Out pass, now Kirkwood's taking it back in. Alexander right there. Ooh, we got to do a better job there getting it out of the zone. Now Kirkwood from the right center. Follis is there. Good job by Wagner, I think it was, that got it out of the zone. Kirkwood skates right back in again. Now Wagner picks it up in the circle. He sends it across the ice, and Giorgio's got a stick on it. He's trying to outskate him. Either way, no icing. Wagner right there on the red line stops Kirkwood in their tracks, sends it back into their zone, but Kirkwood picks it up. Skates around Alexander, and then Giorgio at the open ice center check. Good. Slows them down again. McLaughlin sends it over, to Kirkwood at center ice. Feet, McLaughlin picks it up now. And that's going to end the penalty kill. Rockets now at full strength. McLaughlin sends it across the ice, right to Kirkwood though. Now Salmons comes in with the puck now. He sends it up off the boards and gets it into the neutral zone. Marburger looks like he's back in, which is good to see. Salmons gets a stick on that one, sends it across the ice. Now Kirkwood from the slot makes a pass. No shot. Salmons chases after it. He flips it up and over. It's going to be icing with 25 seconds left in the period. As the clock trickled down to 21.8 seconds left in the first period here. Helwig on the faceoff sends it back to Salmons, who didn't do much with it. Kirkwood centers it, and then back to their point. Now Helwig's in the corner. He sends it across the ice to Gross, but it doesn't quite get there. It does leave the zone, but Kirkwood enters right back in. Shot covered by Mormon, and Mormon was going to let the timeline run out. It only had 0.9 seconds, but then Kirkwood came up real quick, so he had to fall on it. 0.9 seconds left in the period. That's going to end this first period here with as soon as they drop the puck. That was a super fast-paced first period. I'd say Kirkwood had way more opportunities than the Rockets did. The puck was pretty much on the in the Rockets zone most of the period. Not to say that the Rockets didn't have some good opportunities, but not as many as Kirkwood. So let's hope that the Rockets are able to turn that around here in the second period. All right, to start out the second period, we got Giorgio, Parrish, Jansen, Wagner, and Follis in. Face off back to the Rockets. Now Jansen sends it across to Giorgio. He's got two guys in front of him. Kirkwood's heading back the other way now. Follis. Oh no, here we go. Kirkwood right in front. Thought Follis pushed it out. Rockets talking amongst themselves, trying to figure out what happened there. But I think the puck kind of bounced funny, and then Kirkwood ended up right in their hands with it to get a Kirkwood goal with 12:43, just 17 seconds into the second period. Now McLaughlin on the face-off. Another shot by Kirkwood. Now from the point, Kirkwood sends it in again. Now Gardner behind the net. Send it back to Kirkwood's point. Gardner again. Sends it up to Marburger, who misses it. It goes to Kirkwood's point again. Now Kirkwood steps it up. They center it. Salmons picks it up and skates around. He's taking the real estate now. Oh, and he sends it. A shot by Marburger on the side. Another shot by the Rockets off the backside of the net. Now ends up, Gardner keeps it in barely, but now Kirkwood clears it. Sorry, the camera job wasn't that good on that one. I was kind of watching the game. Now Alexander at the blue line, but loses it. Salmons gets checked from behind right there. That should have been a penalty. Again, Kirkwood keeps it. Oh! Bad call by the refs there. That was definitely not offsides. They kept it right on the line, but the Rockets going to get a call there with 11:11 left in the second period. Now Gross has a shot here to break away, and he shoots it. It's out right in front of the net, off the deflection, but the Rockets can't get it, and Kirkwood sends it back to the other side of the ice for icing on Kirkwood. Great opportunity by Gross. Puck fell right in front of the net, right in front of the goalie, and there wasn't a Rocket there to be able to knock it in. But that's the kind of opportunities the Rockets are going to have to get if they want to win this game, obviously. Hellwig on the faceoff. Follis in the neutral zone, flips it up. Gross gets checked again and here at open ice. So you watch this, he's going to get this guy, and he does. Now Gross sends it into the zone again. Follis at the point. He sends it back into Ryleman. Ryleman can't quite handle it. Now Ryleman's right there. Ryleman gets a shot. It bounces off the goalie and then ends up back in the neutral zone. Benoit sends it to center, but Kirkwood's right there. Now Gross has a chance again. He's got a breakaway, and he makes a move. Saved by Kirkwood's goalie again. That's offsides on the Rockets with 9:49 left in the second period. Parrish on the face-off with Kai and Giorgio in. Kirkwood comes away with it. Looks like Wagner and Downs in on defense this time. Centered. Rockets able to kick it out of the way. Giorgio passes it over to Kai. Kai's got 3-4 guys with him. Can't do much with that. Parrish with a little check into the boards. Now Giorgio ends up with the puck at center ice and past the blue line. He tries to make a move. Now the Rockets had a chance there. There was 3 different Rockets between Kai, Giorgio, and Parrish that got a chance at that. And then the Rockets end up sending it around the horn. And that's offsides on Kirkwood. 8:50 left in the period. Salmons and Gardner now in on defense with Jansen, McLaughlin, and Alexander on the offensive line. Jansen sends it over to Alexander. Alexander skates up and sends it into the zone. Puck rolls along the top rail. Salmons keeps it in. And McLaughlin shoots it towards the net, ends up wide right. Now, Rockets can't quite hold the blue line. Mormon skates out to Salmons. Salmons, tries to send it over to Giorgio, but Giorgio skated, that was Jansen, but Jansen skated the opposite direction with a pass. Ooh, Salmons, I don't know what he was trying to do there. He got around him, he tried to do a hip check and then almost tripped the guy. I've seen him do that move multiple times and it works, but not that one. Not that time. Rockets had 2 or 3 guys in the corner, and then the puck pops out. Kirkwood, I kind of didn't see it, but I could see where it came from. Right in the middle of the ice, they shoot it right in front of the goal, and Kirkwood gets a goal for their second of the day with 7:25 left in the second period. Gross, Hellwig, and Marburg are in on offense with Downs and Follis in on defense. Now Kirkwood enters the zone. Now right from the slot, shot by Kirkwood. 3 Rockets there. Follis passes up to Marburger. Ends up back in Follis' hands. Now back to Marburger to Downs. Downs sends it over to Gross. Gross sends it deep into the zone, where Hellwig chases after it. Now Kirkwood ends up with it. They make a pass to their winger now, past the red line into the blue line. Kirkwood makes a move to the outside and then centers it Mormon sends it behind the net. Now Gross with the puck. He sends it across to Marburger. Great pass, but Marburger couldn't quite get there in time. I guess maybe, yeah, a pass. Ooh, big check right there on Hellwig. And they're going to call roughing on Kirkwood there. He laid into him right there. 6:10 left in the second period, and the Rockets are going to get another power play. Let's see if they can capitalize on this one. Parrish on the faceoff with Rileman and Giorgio, Salmons, and I think Gardner. No, that's Wagner. Now Parrish comes away with it. He passes it over to Giorgio. Giorgio shot wide right. Rockets chasing after it. Back to the point. Not quite to the point. Parrish ends up with it. Now shot. Now Wagner tries to send it in as faster, but couldn't quite get a hold of it. Rockets now pressing. Shot by Giorgio. Goes right in. Right over the shoulder of the goalie and in corner of the net for a goal by Giorgio with 5:39 left. That's going to get rid of the penalty, but Rockets able to capitalize on the power play, which is a good thing. They've had a couple of them and couldn't do it before. Great play by the Rockets, passing the puck. Giorgio ended up with it. Now let's see if we can turn this momentum around. Same line on Rileman, Giorgio, Parrish, Salmons, and Wagner. What a snipe by Giorgio. And he got checked afterwards, too. Not sure what Kirkwood's bench is talking to the ref about. Oh, there was another penalty on the play. There was another penalty, so they're going to still be in on a power play. It was a delayed penalty we scored on. Ref sorting this out. There was Rockets on a power play, then there was a delayed penalty called. So I think the way the rules work, but each tournament might be different, is that they would not call the penalty, but then they keep the guy in the penalty box. So we're still on a power play. Rockets get credit for the delayed penalty, really, and that's the way it goes. But Kirkwood's coach does not like it. Now I'm confused because now they're putting another player in the penalty box. Now the Rockets coach, Hellwig's now talking to the refs because he doesn't either understand something or doesn't like it. I don't know. I think he should just go with it with two players in the penalty box. But it's a 4-on-5, so maybe it was some sort of roughing call or something like that. All right, Parrish on the faceoff. He sends it back into the corner. Salmons is chasing after it. Salmons passes it across the ice. Giorgio ends up with it, passes it up to Parrish, but Kirkwood is there to intercept it. Salmons sends it out to the corner. Shot. Parrish blocks it with his feet, but Kirkwood keeps it in the zone now. Now Wagner in the corner. Sends it up the boards, and Kirkwood can't get there. Now Rahman skates after it. Kirkwood gets there first. Now Giorgio centers it to Parrish, but Parrish can't quite get a shot off with it. He had a guy on him. Now Kirkwood's heading back the other way. Salmons gets a stick on it and then pushes the puck outside and goes for a check. Now Rockets, or Fallis sends it to Gross. Kirkwood, now Salmons there blocks the puck again. Now Parrish with it, passes the blue line. He tries to make a pass to Giorgio. Gross ends up with it though. He's got one guy in front of him, and Giorgio's makes the pass to Giorgio, but Kirkwood was able to get a stick on it. Now Rockets pressing again. Gardner tries to pinch, but loses it. Now puck's going back. Fallis picks it up in front of Mormon. Now Fallis behind the Rockets net. Now Gardner sends it off of the boards. Ooh. Back to the Kirkwood point. He makes a shot. Now Fallis picks it up again. Whiffs on the puck and gets held up by the Kirkwood player. Oh man, puck ends up right in front. Now Kirkwood gets a shot. Puck had drifted out in front, just so it was about 15 feet in front of the blue line, where Kirkwood was able to get a shot. All said and done, nothing happened. And it's going to be offsides on Kirkwood as the Rockets change defenders. Now Downs and Salmon's in. They also bring in Kai Helwig and Alexander in on offense. It's going to be offsides again on Kirkwood. 2:56 left in the second period. Looks like it was some sort of 2 and 10. It must have been what happened there with the penalty, because Kirkwood's at full strength. Now Alexander at center ice has Kai with him. Makes a move, shot, and goes up and hits the net and will be blown dead. 2:44 left in the period. Helwig on the face-off, and Kirkwood comes away with it. Ooh, they send it across the ice behind the defenders, and then a shot on net goes right in Mormon's glove, and he hits the stick out of the Kirkwood player as he walked by. It looked like, or maybe it got caught on the bar. Not sure, but that was kind of funny. Either way, face off inside Rockets zone with 2:30 left in the period. Another penalty they're calling there on Kirkwood. Elbowed him into the boards. I think if he would just kind of would have checked him, and I think he threw his elbow up, is really what got that one. He's going to give our Rockets another power play with 2:19. Rockets send 5 new guys in. Fallis and Wagner in on defense with Gross, Parrish, and Giorgio in on offense. Sent in deep by Wagner. Again, Wagner pinches up, sends it in. Parrish now Can't get it off. Back to Wagner at the point. He shoots it off of Kirkwood right in front of him. Now follows. Sends it in deep to Gross, but oh. Gross with a shot there. Went from Parrish to Gross. Gross swung around, got a shot off, but oh, and then Gross sends it back to the point, but Wagner wasn't there to catch it. So all the way to the other end where the Rockets reset with 1:09 left in the penalty. Power play, really. Now Wagner skates up. He sends it in on net. Deflected off the goalie and sent left on that. Sent around the horn. Parrish chases after it. This line's looking a little tired. Gross shoots one wide right from about the point. Gardner sends it back in. Center pass, but Kirkwood's right there to get it, and they send it into the neutral zone. Now Jansen picks it up behind the Rockets net. He looks to pass it up the ice and does so, but down. Giorgio does end up with it. And then sends it in deep from the neutral zone as he had a few guys in front of him. Centered, but no Kirkwood player was there to get it. Oh, now Jansen, Marburger, has a chance here. He's got a breakaway in front of him, nobody in front of him. Makes a shot, makes a move, then the shot. It's deflected off the leg, goalie pad of the goalie. And that's going to end the second period. Another fast-paced period there. Several penalties, several roughings. A 2-10 happened while we were there. Rockets able to take advantage and kind of shift the momentum on those power plays to come into the third period. If they keep that momentum going, they have a chance here to get a couple goals, I think. Just 13 minutes now remain in this game to start the third period here. The Rockets bring in McLaughlin at center, Marburger and Jansen in on wingers with Salmons and Downs in on defense. McLaughlin on the draw, sends it over to Jansen, but then Kirkwood gets a hold of it. Jansen, Marburger behind the net, Kirkwood from the point, shot, deflected out in front and into the neutral zone. They go to collect the puck. Salmon's over to Jansen. Jansen quickly sends it up at the point, gets it and shoots it, and gets deflected and then wide right. Kirkwood centers it again. Salmon's right there. Kirkwood now shoots around again, makes a quick shot and deflected off of Moorman. Good save by Moorman. Now again from the point, shot, deflected, and goes just left of the net. Rockets got a little lucky on the deflection there. Again, Kirkwood again, shot, And Mormon's right there to glove save it and cover it. Mormon was tracking that all the way. Good job. Rockets and Kirkwood both get 5 new guys on the ice. Perry Sean at center with Ryleman. Follis, Wagner. And Kai. Follis sends it off the boards. Kai tries to get it out of the zone. Can't quite do that. Oh. Kirkwood had a guy right in front of the net. He went to pass and he lost a skate or tripped himself on, or something like that, and couldn't take advantage of the wide open net he had in front of him. Now Kai sends it over, to Ryleman, but it was way in front of him, so he couldn't get to it, and that's going to be icing on the Rockets. Helwig, Giorgio, and Alexander enter onto the ice with Salmons and Gardner at defense. 10:50 left in the third. Kirkwood wins the draw. Now from the slot, shot goes high. Now Alexander picks it up on the boards, but ends up at Kirkwood's point. Helwig skates up, and it looks like it hits off the net. I didn't think there was a net. I guess there is a net over there. Helwig on the face-off again, goes back to Kirkwood's point. He sends it to the other point. And Giorgio with a great stick. He's got a breakaway here. He's got one guy beside him. He makes a pass with Alexander there. Oh, and they can't quite get the shot. Alexander had an opportunity there, but couldn't capitalize on it. Now Salmon's at the point. He sends it in deep again. Helwig's right there. Now Alexander. Now Kirkwood gets it, sends it over to their winger at center ice, who enters the zone. Skates all the way around the back of the net and sends it to the point. Helwig, tries to get it through. Oh, Giorgio had it, tries to pass it. Salmons gets over and stops anything from happening over there. And now has it again. Sends it off the side of the boards. Oh, and Giorgio's got a chance here. Can he get there? No, they're going to call icing. If he would have had just a little bit less on that pass off the boards, Giorgio might have had a chance at it. 9:20 left in the third. Icing on the Rockets sends the puck all the way down to the other side of the ice. So Wagner out on defense. Kirkwood wins the face-off and has it right in front of the net. Ends up back at the point. Shot deflected off Follis. Now passed up to Gross, but Gross can't quite get to it. Wagner sends it in a little deeper. Kirkwood's right there though and picks it up, circles it behind their net. Then they send it up to the winger. Now Follis in the neutral zone. Now, Gross lucky to not get called for a roughing on that one. Follis sends it across now to Gross. Just can't quite they're not making sharp passes. And that's a trip on the Rockets. It's going to give Kirkwood a power play. 8:14 left in this third period. I don't know. I think I missed it. I think the Rockets might have been on a power play just a second ago. Because as I looked over, Kirkwood came out of the box as the Rockets went in. Kai chases after it. Oh, can't quite get it. Handle on it. Now at the point for Kirkwood, over to the other point. Now great defense there by the Rockets. Were able to kick the puck behind the net. And then the puck ends up right in the slot. And Kirkwood buries it. Mormon didn't really have a chance of that one. Kirkwood's going to get a goal with 7:47 left. It's going to send the Rockets out of the box back to full strength, but you don't want to give up a goal just to get that to happen. Now Rauman, Helwig at center, Marburger on the other wing with Gardner and Follis. Helwig now, shot deflected off of the stick of the goalie. Gardner holds it on the line and sends it in deep. Kirkwood picks it up. Follis holds the line, shoots it, and it does bounce in front, and then the Kirkwood goalie covers it. Giorgino now comes in on for the face-off with Alexander and Jansen. Follis, Gardner in on defense still. Oh boy. And there's Kirkwood had a player over on the right side that's pretty open. He gets it and then just doesn't get a real good shot off, but it does go into the glove of Mormon where he covers. 6:51 left in the period. Giorgio on the draw. Salmon's now on defense. And again, Mormon's doing a little bit of pushing. Looks like they're not calling anything. No penalties called, or well, oh wait, maybe they did. Oh, they are going to calling a penalty on Mormon, I think. Jansen's going into the box. I'm pretty sure this is for Mormon. And it's going to give Kirkwood a power play again. Now Giorgio, Alexander. Giorgio on the face-off again. Salmon's then over to Wagner. Salmon's lost his stick, then picked it up again. Now Giorgio's heading the other way. He's to dump it, and he does. Alexander chases after it. Rockets just trying to keep it down there as long as they can, playing a little conservative. I'm not on the... Flipped up by Alexander to Giorgio. Oops. Salmon's got away with one there. Now Kirkwood centers it into the slot, but can't get a shot off. Back to the point. Alexander's there to flip it in into the neutral zone and into Kirkwood zone where they pick it up, and the Rockets get a line change. Now McLaughlin in. Follis. Gross. Kirkwood comes away with it out of the pile. They send it deep in. 2 seconds left in the penalty. Now the point. Jansen comes in behind, makes everything even again. Now Kirkwood skates all the way around, flips it back over the side, left side of the net. Now Jansen tries to get away, get it over. Back to the point of Kirkwood. He sends it on net, gets deflected in front by Follis, I believe. Then Gross sends it off McLaughlin and keeps the puck right in the zone. Again, back up towards the point. Now sent deep again. Now we're going to get it out of the zone. Gross picks it up. He passes it over to Jansen. Jansen flips it in deep and goes for a line change. 3:47 left in the game. Marburger now enters the zone, reverses direction, sends it on net, and bounces off the goalie. Goes left. Now Benoit in on defense with Gardner. Gardner sends it to the Kirkwood bench for a dead play face-off in the neutral zone. Rauman, Parrish, and Kai in on offense with Gardner and Benoit on defense. Face-off won by Parrish. He sends it back to Benoit to Gardner. They send it back through to Kai, and Kai sends it in deep, I think, is how that play went. Kirkwood's got a guy in front of the net. I think Mormon saved that from happening. Oh, now puck rolls in front again. Now Ryman's got a chance at a breakaway here. Can't. A good save by Kirkwood. Now Parrish picks it up, circles it around. It's shot, and it's glove save by Kirkwood's goalie. Good chance there by Rauman. Helwig now comes in at center with Parrish and Alexander. Salmons and Follis in on defense. Parrish sends it to Giorgio. Then ends up back to Alexander, who flips it across the net, across the ice. Now call high stick. Face off inside the Kirkwood zone. 2:27 left in this third period here. Face off the ref to Follis, then deflected off of the goalie, off of the Follis shot. Now Salmons passes it over to Alexander, then back to Hellwig. And then Alexander centers it. Kirkwood ends up with it. Shot gets deflected out in front. Kirkwood had a chance at it. Couldn't capitalize. Shot. Oh my goodness. Went bouncing. I got deflected and then was dribbling in front, and I don't know how Mormon was able to stop that. Now Salmons with it, sends it up to Giorgio. Giorgio flips it over to Alexander. Now Follis with it. Shot right in front of the net. And the Rockets can't get the garbage chance. Now Gross shoots one, bounces off the pad of the goalie. Now Hellwig again. Hellwig's looking to center it. Pass ends up, hits the goalie. Now Gardner shoots it immediately. Deflected off the goalie into the right. Now Gross shot, bounces off the post. And then the Rockets score. I guess that's Hellwig. I don't know what he did there. I didn't see it. I had the camera was on it, but I didn't see what happened. So that's going to give the Rockets another goal here with 41.3 seconds left in the period. There is a goal differential here. I'm not sure if the Rockets are going to pull their goalie. He sends Salmons in now on offense with Follis and Wagner, Giorgio and Gross. And they lose the zone. Giorgio has a chance at this. He got nobody to help him though. Now centers it. Now Parrish right in front of the goal. Shot goes wide right. Rockets really pressing. They did pull the goalie. Puck ends up going back to the other side of the ice. 12 seconds left now. Follis with the puck. Follis needs to just send it. He does. Sends it up to Salmons. Salmons sends it to Parrish. 3, 2, 1. And Kirkwood's going to win that one. Great effort in the end there by the Rockets to try and come back, but just didn't have enough, or too little too late, I guess. And Rockets tied it last night. They're going to lose this one. They'll have to win tonight if they want to go to the championship game tomorrow. So the game tonight, I think, is at 9:20 or 9:30. So if anybody's in for a late night hockey game, you can join me then. Thanks a lot.